Hello everybody, what's in the whole universe? I hope that everything is fine, and I'm a Russian man who brings value through my own experiences, and today I will be a little bit of shy during we are walking near these people and near this and this and this, and today I'm gonna talk about the facts about me, and I will try to be not super shy, but I already said that I'm shy, and I will not be so shy, because when you accept it, then everything is right, everything is good. And today I'm gonna talk about facts, because I didn't talk and I don't remember at least the videos when I talked on this channel about facts, but I created a lot of videos, 2800 I created on this channel, and fact number one, 2800 videos I created in English, and I started this channel to improve my English speaking skills, English comprehension, English writing skills, listening and other things, and I want to say that I improved it, and I'm so glad that I speak right now with you. Second fact, I worked a lot, and I mean that I worked in a lot of places and in different positions. I mean that I like to try new things, and when I learn something, then I go to another places. And not every time, but sometimes. And I worked as a person who is a delivery boy of the documentation of the acts of sales and buying in Russia, and I know a little bit of documentation rules, like jurisdiction rules about this creation. Also, I worked as a doorman in 5-star hotel in St. Petersburg. I worked as a children entertainer, and it was fun. In 2018, I worked as a children entertainer. It was really funny thing. And also, where do I work? I worked as a trainer, like a business trainer in Russian Federation, but it was not like a business. It was about business stuff, but for the people who are students. About it was team building or something. You have a team, for example, in your university. Students are around, they are gathering to each other, and they want to create, for example, community or a club, in the meaning of club, for example, the specific meeting of people with specific interests. For example, they like robotics, and they create a club for robotics. How to do this? Like organization master classes I was giving to them, and it was good, and it worked, and at least I can say that this kind of business stuff, because business is the same, but the scale of it is bigger sometimes not. And also I worked as a designer. I mean, do you know designer of the thumbnails? Right now I don't do thumbnails, but if you will see at some cool thumbnails on my Russian channel, if you will see at them, then you will see that yes, my skill is good. Especially in 2017 I was doing the thumbnails, and it was good. Also I worked as a photographer, videographer. I created a lot of videos for other people. And why don't I edit videos, right? Like, Jesus Christ, it is jumping from one place to another, because I don't want to focus on it. I focus right now on my skills of to speak better in a way of giving information better. And also I focus on composition, and also on music creating and dancing. I do this, I practice it, and everybody in our life has only 24 hours daily, and 24 hours I can invest it on editing, like 2-3 hours, or I can change it, I can exchange it to the music stuff, or to dancing, to showman stuff. And I prefer to use it in this artistic area, not visual artistic area. If in visual artistic area, then I like to draw. I really like to do art of non-computer stuff art. I prefer it, really. But sometimes, like editing photos, I like it. Photoshopping, it was good. Also, where do I work? I work as, I can say that I was a shoe cleaner, but it was inside of the auto, also bellboy inside of the auto, also the janitor, a person who clean stuff of the outside of this. I was working in this employ, and it was a good stuff too. And right now I feel a little bit of shy because I walk here and so smiling people are around. Okay, they will not do something bad for me. They're smiling. They do their things. Don't be shy, Igor. And also, what did I do? I was in the top manager of trainers community in Russia. Trainers community in a meaning of business trainers. That's why sometimes I speak a lot of motivational stuff and things how to do business models, because I know it. I didn't do business in a meaning of like Jesus Christ, actual business or something, but I know how it works because I was inside of it, inside of these processes, and I talked with CEOs a lot in Russia, like how to do the music store, for example. Also, we have an interview on our channel with this person who is a ruler of his company, and it was like 1 year ago on March 7th, March 9th, almost International Women's Day was. It was good, by the way. Also, facts about me. I right now study at university. I study the philology stuff. And previously I studied informational security stuff. It was in another university. Information security of geospatial systems. For example, it is for 2GIS, TUGIS or Yandex Maps or Google Maps. I worked in this things. I mean that I studied these things in a way of computing it, programming, coding, and something. And also I studied strategic marketing in a way of pedagogy. I mean that economics in a way of pedagogy. I am good at economics, at counting, really good at counting. I'm a mathematician, I want to say, and also magician. And I invested a lot of time in learning economic systems, and I also studied in another university the economical questions. It was my master's degree, but I didn't finish it. I switched university to philology. But I prefer not philology, I prefer linguistics. What's the difference between philology and linguistics? Linguistics is more mathematician-like stuff, and I prefer it more, saying truly. But philology, it is about metaphors in our language. For example, you say a phrase and you mean different things. You have different semantics for your phrase that you speak. And it is about philology. Linguistics is about creating the language, like how to use specific prefixes, suffixes, and other. It is really interesting. I like it, and I want to switch again to the linguistics. But I think that I already learned it, and why should I switch it? I don't know. Okay, I'm learning philology, and my work on master's degree will be about some fictional languages, how to create your own languages, and mathematical approach to create your own languages if you need it. It is my work for a final CV, or I don't know how to say it, for master's degree, and it will be in a year. I finished right now the first year of philology. It is good. And what's about me more? I'm 23 years old. I was born in Soviet Union, in Russia, in Vidnaya. Vidnaya is a city, but I was born there, and then I lived in Podolsk a lot. Also, I moved from Podolsk to Moscow to live in dormitory when I studied in Moscow State University of Geodesy and Cartography on specialization of information security. And then I moved to St. Petersburg and lived there a little bit. And now I'm back in Podolsk and we are walking right now on the streets where I live. And I was a lot because here is my grandmother's house. And it's good. And it's an amazing place. By the way, I remember my childhood. We were going to my parents, the grandparents here, and it was good. Really. And also I remember grandparents here. Right now, rest in peace to them. It's okay, guys. I don't sometimes because when you say rest in peace and something like this, you are going sad, and I understand why. But let's be kind of optimistic and enthusiastic after these things happen, okay? It is what I prefer to be. But we are paying respect to people who are here too. Thank you to them. And thank you to my grandmother. And also, what I wanted to say, I prefer coding. I like music. I like rational approaches to things. I like also some of the creative stuff. I use mathematical approaches to do creative stuffs. Sometimes it's interesting. And sometimes I do because of my soul, because we know we can create by our soul how we feel it, like emotions, and it's true because sometimes we are crying. Sometimes I create music because I feel it. Sometimes I create music because of mathematical approach. Kind of, let's pick the notes of quinta or quarta. It means the intervals. And then we are going to like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, and do back again. And it is a funny stuff. By the way, facts about Russia: you can cross the street if you don't see any policeman, and even if you see, oh Jesus, it is not a good thing to like walk on the grass. I don't prefer it, but I did. Sorry. And about facts about me: in my school, I was studying at really good. Like I was not an A super student, A student, but I was smart as an A student. What do I mean by it? I mean that I was studying in A, B, sometimes C was. C was when I had a love with a girl. And it was in 6th, 7th and 8th grades. And Jesus, a long period of time, duration. And in my school, I remember I was A student, but with B's. But I felt myself as an A plus student, like amazing, because I knew stuff. I didn't kind of rehearse it. You know, the difference between person who is smart and who is kind of pseudo smart sometimes, not every time, but sometimes yes. Who is smart? He understands concepts. Like how things work, he understands it. Who is pseudo smart? He knows facts, but he doesn't know actually what it means in the meaning of conceptual things. For example, you can know the rules, but you don't know what it means. It is difference, and I call it this way. We can compare it with a smart, and we can call it wise, different things. But I hope that you understand that concepts sometimes mean more than words. Words in the meaning of like rules, saying full rules to understand the concept. Yes, you can say it. Yes, it's easy. It's easy to understand. You need to do this, that's all. And by saying rules, you are going through this. Yes, rules sometimes good, knowing them. But also it is good, do you know where? In a court, when you are a lawyer. I think that I could be a good lawyer if I will know the rules of Russian Federation, how it works, but I know the main principles, bases, how it works. Maybe in your country you know the same. You feel it somehow. Oh, something here. And by the way, it is the place where I was. What I remember a lot in my childhood. I remember we were always going to my grandmother, and it is the Подольский college имени Никулина. It is the technical College. College, really. And even translated as college. College. If you want to speak Russian, speak with tough feelings. Not like, oh Jesus Christ, I'm dying. But with raw letters, like raw letters. Speak this way, okay? It will be nice. And then it will be good, really. And it is how Russian language pronounced. If I will say it's this phrase, машины у ворот не ставить. If I will say it with an English accent, it will be машины у ворот не ставить. I will say it this way. But in a Russian way, I will say it машины у ворот не ставить. And the same with Подольский колледж имени А.В. Никулина. В it is initials. I will say it Подольский колледж имени Никулина. Do you feel it? I think that yes. If you are not deaf, I mean deaf, not in the meaning of you are lying on earth and you are you will go to morgue after some minutes. I mean that deaf, D-E-A-F, like without listening skills, a lot, and like minus 95 watt.